Hello friends, welcome to the massive open online course on data analytics. Now we are going to discuss on the unit 4 social network analysis. Let's start with the diagram. You can see in the slide that represents a social network which consists of a set of vertices and the vertices are connected by a set of lines. Therefore, we can address social network basically as a social structure that consists of nodes representing individual actors or organizations and ties which are basically interconnections between the nodes. The ties set up one or more specific types of relationships between nodes with respect to their behavioral pattern. In real life situations, various types of social networks can be observed. For example, social media networks, political networks, business networks, knowledge networks, collaboration graphs, disease transmission, etc. By definition, social network analysis is a process of analyzing and visualizing social relationships by investigating the social structures through the use of networks and graph theory that consists of nodes and ties. It has several advantages, like it mainly focus on interaction rather than on individual behavior. Then it allows us to examine the configuration of networks influences about how individuals and groups, organizations and systems function. From graph theoretic point of view, social network, the structure can be seen in this way, where social network analysis indicates a quantitative study of relationships between individuals or organizations. As I told you that it is modeled from the viewpoint of the graph theory. So, let us consider a graph G, a combination of V and E, where V indicates the set of nodes representing actors, E indicates set of edges representing the ties. And finally, this V and E are connected basically by the edges and that representing certain types of linkages between the actors. There are various topologies, the structural topologies you can see in the graph, that is basically ring or mesh, star, fully connected, line, tree or bus. This kind of various network topologies can be seen in the network. Now, let us know about the graphs from two different angles. So, first sequence of graphs in the diagram you can see the directed graph, and second sequences of graphs you can see in the slide as undirected graph. Directed graphs basically where the edges have some specific directions, where no direction exists in case of undirected graph. In the above diagram, the first sequence of directed graphs is completely different from each other due to their directional distinctions of 3 edges in each network. But in case of second sequence, all the 3 networks are identical due to no directional differences of edges. Social network analysis can also be evaluated from the viewpoint of analytical matrices. There are mainly 4 types of analytical matrices: degree centrality, closeness, network density and betweenness. Degree centrality is basically an important node within the network and it indicates the number of links incident upon a node. Closeness, by closeness we define a measure of centrality in a network. It is calculated as the reciprocal of the sum of the length of the shortest paths between the nodes and all other nodes in the graph. Network density indicates a number of connections a participant has and divided by the total possible connections a participant could have. And finally, the measure is called betweenness, very important, where it indicates a measure of detecting the amount of influence a node has over the flow of information in a graph. Let us know about a case study where this kind of social network analysis has been used earlier. So, you can see in the slide that we are going to consider 2016's Louisiana flood, which was happened in USA. It was a very disastrous situation where people got affected very severely. Here the social network analysis has many had been adopted in order to manage the informations and providing the different awareness type of informations, and that data were managed by Facebook and Twitter. So, Kim and Hashtag in 2018 reported a study as case study in regard to the 2016 flood in Louisiana, US. To briefly demonstrate about how social network analysis was used to convert emergency social network data into knowledge. Social media was actively used to share information with disaster affected community in terms of providing flood inundation map, locations of emergency shelters, medical services and debris removal operation. In fact, the aggregated interactions of online users created the patterns on Facebook during disaster responses. This study results showed social networks consists of three basic entities. Number one, individuals, number two, emergencies agencies and organizations. The core of social network consists of numerous individuals. This study applied social network analysis to understand the characteristics of social media networks in Louisiana during emergency responses. This case study refers to the following set of objectives: collect social media data from the Facebook page of the city of the Baton Rouge during the period of 2016 Louisiana flood, August 12 to December 1, 2016. Next objective is to explore connections and patterns created by the aggregated interactions in the Facebook page during disaster responses. Third objective was to identify and analyze social roles and key players in the social network. Then objective was to analyze the posts during the disaster, such as discussions, top words and word pairs. And then it was to suggest further actions to improve the effectiveness of information diffusion via social media. So, here you can see the network topology, how the social network analysis was implemented and what kind of data was gathered from the Facebook page. So, the data were mainly collected from the Facebook page of the city of the Baton Rouge during the time period already have mentioned. In order to represent the collected data, a network graph where a vertex is defined as an engaged user and an edge is defined as the connection between users created by their interactions. So, the vertex basically indicates Facebook users and edge indicates the relationships, and you can see it is a directed graph because information flow will be from the from one entity to another entity. The complex social network which can be visualized in the graph, you can see in the slide where 1171 users as nodes have been participated and 21,115 activities and responses have been performed, and where 18 connected components have been considered. These data have been analyzed for the emergent network after the flood. The city of Baton Rouge was the center at the network, basically acted as a hub, and that is strongly linked with the other vertices which are called individuals. The core of the entire network is basically the city of Baton Rouge. At the periphery of the core network, organization agencies, two other entities have been considered. And in the Facebook, the textbook analysis from the Facebook posts identified that 2/3 of the users left positive comments and feedback on the Facebook posts, 1/3 of the users leaving negative posts, and top words pairs where GIS stream, flood water and private messages have been considered. With this, let us summarize this topic in terms of providing the concept of social network and social network analysis. This also enables to understand various structures of network and 4 analytical measures for evaluating network performance. It also demonstrates a real life case study 2016 Louisiana flood, where it has been shown about how social network analysis was implemented using Facebook data. With this, I thank you all. To know more in detail, please follow the e-content of this unit. Till the time, thank you very much.